So I'm going to suggest something kind of unconventional in our care today and say that when trouble comes knocking, invite it in. When that trouble hits your doorstep, instead of slamming the door in its face, ask it to come in, metaphorically speaking. Because what happens, you open that door, you see something you don't want, and you slam the door and hope it goes away. And what happens a lot with our emotions, with the things that we're experiencing with even people who are, maybe butting in or having, really aggressive conversations, or even your loved one, when you shut that down, slam that door, the thing is, usually it doesn't walk away from your doorstep. It keeps knocking, it keeps ringing the bell, and we can't just shove those things off to a corner and hope they kind of disappear on their own. It's like sweeping all your dirt into one corner and hoping it just disappears instead of getting out the dustbin. What I've found is that when I invite those things in metaphorically, when I say, okay, this is the situation, I have kind of an unwanted house guest, instead of creating all kinds of trouble by saying, get out, I accept that that's the situation. I say, oh, won't you please come in? And at that point, I can guide the process a little bit more. If one bathroom's totally messy and I haven't cleaned it, I can kind of shut that door on the side and move them off to the other one and say, oh, wouldn't you rather, use this one? I can close the door on the bedroom so they don't see that. I haven't done laundry in a week. So it's just a much easier way to control the process, because when we accept what's going on, and instead of trying to fight it and shut it down, we say, okay, what can I do with this? How can I bring this in, make it the shortest visit possible, and get rid of it, get them out the door? It's just a much easier way to cope with the problems. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel intuitive at first, but it does actually lead to a much better sense of peace on your part. It's a lot less stressful, and you can save a lot of that energy for hopefully creating a really constructive experience with your loved one and moving past those problems knocking on your door.